The Anime Awards are behind us. Congratulations to all of the winners, and for all those who didn't win, don't worry, you still have a chance because today we're going to do some changes to the winners of this year's Crunchyroll Anime Awards. Welcome back, anime fans. I'm your host, Manga Horse, and today we are going to talk about the Anime Awards. We're going to talk about the winners, and like I said, we will also do some changes. So don't forget to subscribe and to turn on all notifications so you won't miss any of my future videos. Also, give this video a little like to let me know you enjoy this kind of content, and don't forget to follow me on any of your favorite social medias. So let's talk about the biggest categories that need some changing, and I will also explain why, in my opinion, Attack on Titan didn't win the awards for Best Animation or Best Fight Scene, and why it was not even nominated for Best Anime. In today's video, I will only address the nominees and not all the other shows that didn't get nominated. And of course, everything today is only my own opinion, so don't forget to give me your favorite winners in the comments. So let's start with the little respect Attack on Titan did get this year, and that is the award for Best Director. Now, don't take this award lightly. Attack on Titan Season 3 was one of the most eventful seasons. We had beautiful moments like the basement reveal, an amazing full-scale battle scene, and dramatic scenes like Levi's choice between Armin and Erwin. When you take into consideration the amount of work and expertise it took to make an anime adaptation to look that good, you can realize how significant this award really is. For example, when I read the manga, I didn't fully grasp the power behind the scene of Armin getting burnt, but seeing it animated, oh my god, with the amazing background music, that just made me much more emotional. And the amazing directing on those scenes is one of the reasons for that. So congratulations, Attack on Titan, you did deserve this one. Next award, Best Boy. I don't think there is even a question about this one. Tanjiro Kamado, that boy that carries his demon sister on his back, fights demons but still feels compassion for them, always super nice and polite, helps everyone around him and inspires his friends to do better. I think this is the definition of Best Boy, so congratulations Tanjiro, you deserve this award. What I cannot say about the next on the list, Best Girl. In the last few months, whenever I go on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook or any other social media, do you know what I always see? Nezuko. Nezuko is freaking everywhere. People adore her. Everyone is talking about her. Fan-made art of her is popping up every hour. So tell me, how did Raphtalia win this one? Is the internet broken? And I know, Raphtalia is awesome. She had a terrible childhood. She had a great character development throughout the season. And she has those adorable ears. I know all of that. But, on the other hand, Nezuko! I mean, this kid had her entire family killed in front of her, turned into a demon, she lives inside a freaking box, and she hadn't eaten for 2 years, but still she keeps on kicking demons' heads, and also is able to turn all tiny and cute. Look at her! Look! She's freaking adorable! As much as I admire Raphtalia, I think Nezuko is more fitting for this award. So, I'm sorry Raphtalia, you are sweet as hell, and better luck next year. But for me, this year's award goes to Nezuko from Demon Slayer. Moving on to the next on the list, and for one more possible fix, Protagonist of the Year. The winner here is Senku from the amazing anime Dr. Stone. And don't get me wrong, I love Dr. Stone. I even host a huge Dr. Stone Facebook group, and I think Senku is a very special and unique protagonist. Holding in his brain 2 million years worth of information, this boy mega genius sets his mind on jumpstart humanity from scratch after he finds himself thousands of years in the future after a mysterious light turned all of humanity into stone statues. Senku leads the story into very unexpected places, while showing us how science changes the stone world in an extremely fast pace. Senku is an amazing character, but this year he had some serious competition, including Best Boy award winner Tanjiro Kamado, Saitama, who can literally punch anyone out of existence, and Emma from The Promised Neverland, a genius kid that her whole purpose in life is to defend a group of orphan children from being eaten by demons. She does that by playing a dangerous mind game with Isabella, her foster mom, in what I consider to be one of the best animes of this year. Out of the three, I think Saitama may be too overpowered, Also, I don't think being overpowered and calling yourself a hero for fun can justify winning this award, and although I personally think Saitama is a genius character, he doesn't face the same dangers and obstacles that Emma, Tanjiro, and Senku face. If it was possible for two characters to get the same award, I would pick Senku and Emma in a heartbeat. But because it's not possible, I tend to go with Emma, just because I want to see more strong female characters in anime. So I'm sorry Senku, you know I love you 10 billion%. For the next one that I personally think needs some change, we go to Best Antagonist. This year the winner is Isabella from The Promised Neverland. Isabella is a truly horrifying and intelligent woman. She does anything in her power to maintain peace in the orphanage while sending kids to their doom for years. She is a mysterious and cunning woman, hiding her true intentions behind a kind smile. Her motives in the anime were not completely revealed yet, what contributes to the shroud of mystery surrounding this well-written and sinister character. But this time Isabella had an extremely hard competition, facing juggernauts like Garou, the hero killer from One Punch, which I bet will get much more awards in the future because his character development in the manga is very substantial. Overhaul from Boku no Hero Academia. A very well written character, driven by his own desire to make a change. This villain gave a very impressive show, and it is no surprise that he got nominated this year. But unfortunately for Isabella, Overhaul, and all of the others, this year they faced my personal best antagonist in anime, which is, of course, Ashkelad from Vinland Saga. Ashkelad is one of the main antagonists on Vinland Saga. This character is so well written and so well played that no matter how many horrible things he does, you simply cannot hate this guy. That is because of his unique way of conducting himself, his amazing charisma, his sad past, and generally everything he does just makes sense. He is the kind of guy other people want to follow, and you can clearly see why after watching only few episodes of the anime. Ashkelad's role as the antagonist is also what drives our hero, Thorfinn, into his own journey to avenge his father, while spending every minute with the man that killed him. Ashkelad's character forces the hero to evolve as a person as well as a fighter, and he is one of the main driving forces for almost everything that is going on in Vinland Saga. So usually in this position I would go with the female antagonist, but this time I am extremely conflicted by those two, because Isabella is an ongoing character that will probably have another chance to win next year, and for Ashkelad it is probably the only time he could win. Looking at that this way, I decided to give this award to Ashkelad, the boy who rose from ash to glory. Before we go on fixing other categories, and to show you that I'm not that negative, let's give credit to some of the winners that did deserve to win this year. Best Drama Award. This year, the winner is without a doubt Vinland Saga, leaving behind tough competitions including Stars Align, Carol and Tuesday, The Promised Neverland, Fruits Basket, and Babylon. Vinland Saga is one of the only well-adapted historical mangas, and this happens once in a generation. Therefore, there isn't any better choice in my opinion. Congratulations, Vinland Saga, you earned this one fair and square. Next we have Best Comedy. Kaguya-sama Love is War is one of the biggest comedies right now, and I must admit that I'm not the biggest fan of comedic anime, but I did check each of them out just to get the general feeling of the shows. Love is War is a comedy about the endless fight between genders, where couples manipulate each other into falling in love. If you fall in love first, then you are the loser. Love is War beats some well-deserved comedies like Agretsuko, How Heavy Are the Dumbbells You Lift, Isekai Quartet, Sarazanmai, and My Roommate is a Cat. So, congratulations Kaguya-sama Love is War for winning this year. And with that, let's go to one of the biggest categories, Best Fight Scene. The winners this year are Tanjiro and Nezuko vs Rui in Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba. Without a doubt, one of the most beautiful moments in anime this year. This beautifully animated fight was so intense and brutal, the music was perfect, and I literally held my breath when Tanjiro's broken sword struck Rui's neck. Although I agree with that one, there are some very honorable fights that I personally really liked. The fight in Mob Psycho was intense and animated in that very unique Mob Psycho way. Thorfinn from Vinland Saga, taking on Torkel, a beast of a man that literally punched a horse a minute before this fight. Torkel is the kind of man who loses two of his fingers and laughs about it, and this fight was absolutely amazing. And of course, how can we forget the amazing, breathtaking moment when Levi took down the Beast Titan? Just to be clear, this is my personal favorite fight. The animation was top tier, and the intensity of this scene felt so real. So why didn't it win? Basically because I think it was too short in comparison to all the other fights. But that is not a coincidence, because fights in Attack on Titan usually goes like fights in a real world scenario. In a real fight, the opponents don't usually talk to each other, they don't call out their attacks before striking, or have a meaningful flashback to their past in order to unleash a new powerful attack. And that is not me crapping on Demon Slayer, I can assure you. They are just different types of anime. And that is absolutely fine. But that makes fight in Attack on Titan to be much more realistic and therefore much shorter. And that is why I personally think the Levi and Zeke fight was not the winner this year, and I would really like to hear what you think about this specific category. And that brings us to Best Animation. Mob Psycho 100 Season 2 is the winner this year, and I couldn't disagree more. Mob Psycho's animation is by far the most unique out of the bunch, but saying it is better than Attack on Titan Season 3, Kimetsu no Yaiba, and Vinland Saga? Well, I don't think so. If I had to choose according to the action scenes, I would go with Attack on Titan. But if we are considering the animation throughout the season, I think this year's winner should be Demon Slayer. And now, for a category that made me sad, Best Couple. I won't even mention all the others, because in my mind, there should be only one winner here, Ymir and Historia, which is their last chance to ever get this award. So, with tears of joy in my eyes, I respectfully take this award from Love is War and give it with love to Ymir and Historia. Before we go on to the biggest awards of this year, here are some honorable mentions. Winner for the best score goes to Carol and Tuesday. A very nice performance, and being that Carol and Tuesday is an anime that revolves mainly around music, I think it is only fitting it will get this award. Although I really wanted Hiroyuki Sawano for Attack on Titan Season 3 to win this one. Next, winner for best opening sequence. 99.9 in Mob Psycho 100 Season 2. Truly an amazing OP, beating my personal favorite, Touch Off, from The Promised Neverland, and the winner for the best ending sequence, and I hope I'm going to say this right, Chikata Chika Chika in Kaguya-sama Love is War, beating Fire Force, Vinland Saga, Sarazanmai, Dororo, and Carol and Tuesday. And now for our last big two category winners. Best Fantasy Award goes to The Promised Neverland. I love The Promised Neverland, and I'm sure the story is going to get a lot more interesting in the upcoming seasons. I must admit that in my opinion, Attack on Titan has a larger scale universe and storyline, but I also don't see Attack on Titan as a fantasy, I look at it more as science fiction. So congratulations The Promised Neverland for beating great names like Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, Sarazanmai, Ascendance of a Bookworm, Attack on Titan, and Astra, Lost in Space. And for our last winner for today, and probably the biggest award of the show, the winner of Anime of the Year goes to Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba. I think this selection didn't surprise anyone. Throughout the season, Demon Slayer kept dishing out scene after scene of intense, beautiful animated fight scenes and incredibly adorable and relatable characters. Demon Slayer is no doubt an amazing anime, but is it the best anime? In my opinion, no. The winner of this award, in my opinion, should go to Vinland Saga, for finally offering both an amazing historical anime and a very professional adaptation. I think that everything in this show is superb. The fighting, the story, the characters, everything feels natural, and the story builds up as we see young Thorfinn grows up in the shadow of his father's killer. So why didn't it win? Well, I think it is basically a question of exposure. While the other anime are available on multiple streaming services, Vinland Saga was exclusive to Amazon Prime Video. I don't know if that is the case right now, but I think that was the major reason Vinland Saga didn't get enough attention. The Promised Neverland already won the award for Best Fantasy, and Mob Psycho is awesome, but in my opinion, it cannot beat Vinland Saga. But why Attack on Titan didn't even get nominated? If you ask me, the main reason was momentum. Maybe it was the season splitting into two halves, each only 10 episodes, against at least 12 in the other animes on this list. Carol on Tuesday is on Netflix, so you can actually binge watch it in one day. Vinland Saga and Demon Slayer both had 24 episodes with no break between them, while Attack on Titan had months between both parts of season 3, which gave the feeling of two separated 10 episodes short seasons, something that disappointed a lot of the viewers, including myself. And those are all the winners for today, and don't forget to give me your selection for the winners of this year, and about all the other shows that didn't get nominated. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and visit me on any of your favorite social media. And I'll be seeing you real soon in another Manga Horse video.